Good morning, afternoon, day, and night, and welcome to yet another episode of the Loaded Potato Podcast. I'm your drunken host for this week, John, and I'm joined by my fellow co-hosts and husband henpecked co-host, Ivan.
Hello.
And mysterious co-host figure floating head number 2, Axel.
Floating head.
I mean, you are, aren't you?
No? Okay.
Floating nutsack.
Okay, wait, real question.
You look
do you guys
like a floating head.
Real question, though. Do you guys even know what this is?
No, we've been at this for 3 years now, and I don't actually know.
You never know
Not
what the fuck this is.
faintest idea.
I'm sure you've talked about it before, but
It's a
of
clown
course
octopus.
I would forget.
It's an octopus.
It's an octopus. I only count 4 legs.
My brother in Christ. Sorry.
It's Japanese. They don't know how to count.
They don't know how to count. No, it's supposed to be it's not a clown octopus. It's a Dumbo octopus.
A Dumbo octopus?
A little-
You don't have
little-
ears.
Little
Octopi
Dumbo.
don't
Yes,
have
I do.
ears.
Well,
got
if
the
you
What's
look
with
flaps.
the halo?
They
What's
got the
with the
flaps,
halo?
right?
because it's a character.
It's a holy octopus.
It's a holy octopus.
It's meant of a Dumbo octopus. Yeah.
It's a
I still
wild
only
intro,
count
by
4
the way.
legs.
Yeah. That's funny.
That's crazy.
Anyway.
Anyways, yeah.
Anywho.
Yeah.
How y'all's week's been? All right, yeah.
Yeah.
How's your week?
Yeah.
Sorry. How's your week been? How's your guys' week's been?
It's been something for me.
It's been revolutionary.
Terrain.
Revolutionary.
Brother.
I'm trying to think of big words. Revolutionary. That's as far as I can go.
Wow. That's the biggest word you know is revolutionary.
No, it's also your mum game.
I'll drink to that.
Okay.
I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers, brother. I'll drink to that. No, honestly, dude, I think this is going to be one of the biggest, well, in my opinion, one of the biggest news episodes in a long time. Ever since the beginning of Overwatch 2, when we announced it, when we first started this podcast.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. Just a little fun fact to our probably new listeners, watchers, whatever the fuck, or John. We basically started this off literally talking about Overwatch 2 before it was released.
What's that? What's Overwatch 2?
Oh, do you not know Overwatch?
Yes, I know what Overwatch
Oh.
is. We played Overwatch. I'm just being stupid.
Oh wait, yeah, we did. I'm retarded. But so I'm just gonna jump right in, just because this is all I'm gonna be talking about. I don't know what kind of topics that y'all have, but big breaking fucking news. PC2 has been announced.
Right? The Steam. What is it? The Steam machine or something like
yeah,
that?
so
It's called
Valve,
the Gabe Cube.
Yes, Valve unveiled
The
3
Valve Cube.
products. 3 products, and technically semi-unveiled a little, maybe something. But yeah, the Steam Machine. We have a successor, which, by the way, this will technically be the Steam Machine 2. There was a Steam Machine prior.
Yeah, technically this is the 3rd iteration of the Steam machine.
Okay, if we want to go technicalities, but
Technically it's the 3rd one.
yes, but for some reason they don't know how to count because it's Valve. They don't know how to count.
That's the thing. They never count to 3. That's why this is the 2nd one.
Yeah, no. This technically, because of the name, it's the first.
True.
Because they're all called Steam machines. But for those of you who don't know, a Steam machine is basically Valve, or the people who make Steam, kind of in the name. It's their version of a home PC console. The first iteration of the Steam Machine wasn't even like an actual gaming console. It was mainly just to stream your desktop or whatever.
Isn't that kind of similar to what you do with your PC? You kind of stream it?
Yes.
Okay.
So the NVIDIA Shield, you probably can't see it, but it's like right there underneath the TV right there. And that's essentially what the Steam Machine did. It just streamed your shit to that. So that like the NVIDIA Shield is basically what the Steam Machine was. It's a streaming device, kind of. Not really like for Netflix or whatever, but it's literally just for Steam. And it flopped horribly.
The first one. So did it flop
Yeah.
because of the?
It's useless.
It's completely useless. Okay.
It was
I also
at the
heard
time.
that. I also
What?
heard that the controller itself was pretty shit too. Or is that something that's completely different?
So, no, I mean, it's different. The Steam Machine and I think the Steam controller both came out around the same time.
Okay.
But I've actually heard the controller was pretty decent for people who actually got used to it because it's a very unconventional controller. But it's great because it had the
touchpads.
yeah, there was the 2 touchpads, whatever, to mimic, touchpad stuff so you can like use a cursor and shit. But yeah, we have a new Steam Machine, and this one's actually a PC. At the time of this episode, we don't know the actual price, but I am hoping it's around $600 to $700. If it's around there, I'm probably getting it. And also, that is very competitive to like, I mean, it's not going to beat a PS5 Pro. That thing is just just way too powerful. But we do know the specs. It is, I believe it's a Ryzen 4 or sorry, hold on. Let me spew some misinformation.
Yeah.
While I
Until
look
the
stuff
official
up,
ones come
actually, what do y'all think of it? Like, do y'all know anything about
Oh,
the
no.
previous Valve stuff?
I actually did research for once on this because I was actually very interested in this. But yeah.
Okay. Right. And I'll be completely honest with you. I just recently got into the PC gaming world like 8 months ago. So I'm still new to all this.
Yeah.
So I haven't done any like history or any research on past stuff, just kind of new stuff.
Okay. So just to go over its specs for people who like it. So sorry, it's not a Ryzen, it's a Zen 4 architecture. I think we're on Zen 5 now. So it's a little bit behind. But it's a 6-core, 12-thread processor, so run-of-the-mill standard. The CPU is pretty, good enough for gaming. You really don't need a beefy CPU for gaming, so that's not the issue. But it's an RDNA 3 GPU with 28 compute units, and most importantly, or most unimportantly, the 8 gigs of VRAM. And
okay. What is a compute unit? What is that?
It's just how graphics cards. I mean, there's a lot of stuff to graphics cards, but that's kind of a general. If you see how many compute units, you can kind of generally know how well the GPU is going to run. Generally,
okay.
To put in perspective, I believe the PS5. Hold on, PS5. I think the PS5 has like 36 compute units, so it's like a bit less powerful than a PS5. Yeah, okay, yeah, just looking it up, it has 36. But the PS5 has RDNA 2 GPU, which is pretty old now. I mean, it came out in 2020? So RDNA 2 is a pretty old architecture. This one's going to be RDNA 3, so already for probably the same amount of CU, even though it's less compute units, it's probably going to be similar performance because it's just a newer architecture. And the biggest downside to this is 8 gigs of VRAM.
Yes.
Which is in 2025, or by 2026 when this comes out, 8 gigs is nothing.
Yeah, it's not
just to put in perspective, I have a pretty beefy GPU. Axel, I think yours is on the same plane. Actually, mine's just one generation newer because you have a 6800 XT. I have a 7800 XT. And I believe they both have 16 gigabytes of VRAM.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a graphics whore. Just saying. Y'all probably already knew this, but for our listeners or viewers, I love graphics.
So you're telling me that you would much rather go into a video game, mess with the settings in a video game, and the graphics of a video game, and then shelve it for the rest of your life and never actually play the game.
That's how I get my rocks off, dude. I literally just just
At
mess
least you
around with the
admit
gameplay. I'm just like, that looks good. All right, that's enough for today.
At least you admit it.
Yeah, no, but 8 gigs of VRAM, some games that I play, maxed out settings, whatever, I get like 14 gigs of VRAM usage. And yeah, this Steam machine ain't gonna keep up with that. Like, but that's only if you want a game at like 4K, really high textures and all that stuff.
Right.
Valve said that the main reason they did this is because of pricing. They wanted to keep this competitively priced.
Okay. Which means it's going to be like $600.
I hope it's like $600. If it's less, that's even better.
So when you say VRAM, does that mean like virtual RAM as in RAM that's not in the actual system itself?
So VRAM is the RAM that's on the GPU, that's dedicated for the GPU itself.
Okay. So will you be able to slot in and out additional RAM for that particularly?
No. VRAM, which by the way stands for video RAM, because for a graphics processing unit.
Okay.
Yeah, that there is basically never a time where you can give a GPU more VRAM. Actually, kind of. Some GPUs do. No consumer level. But when I was getting into AI stuff with the 9-line, I was looking at GPUs, and there's one GPU that came out where you can actually expand the RAM, and it uses SODIMM RAM. I think it's SODIMM, which is the RAM that's in laptops. Actually, no, I think it's just normal RAM. But that's like the only GPU I know that you can actually expand it with normal RAM. But yeah, so
Cool.
My biggest downside to this is Valve is marketing this as 4K 60 capable.
Now,
which is technically true. You can play like Minecraft 4K 60 on this, but like The Witcher max settings 4K 60, probably not.
No, you can probably play on lowest settings possible 4K 60 though.
Yeah, you're gonna have to turn down stuff with FSR, which I think they did say it's a 4K 60 with FSR, which is the upscalers. So I guess they're not, trying to, commit fraud. But yeah, that is the only downside, is the GPU might not be enough. But I just hope it's priced correctly. I don't know. Thoughts, questions, concerns? What do y'all think?
Yeah.
I just said a lot of stuff. Sorry.
So what do you think? So obviously GTA 6 is getting pushed out to November 16th, I think, of next year. Do you think that this system will be able to run it? Or do you think people will so with GTA 6 coming out, do you think this will be a good system for that? Or do you think having a top of the line PC would be better, or a PlayStation, Xbox, because of just the demand that it's requiring to be able to run, from what it sounds like? Have you guys heard about anything about any of that?
No. Okay. So I don't know entirely. Most likely GTA 6 is not even going to come out on PC for another couple of years.
Oh, what makes you say that? It's not exclusive to...
No, it's not exclusive, but that's literally how they did their previous launches. Red Dead 2 took, I think, an additional year for it to come out on PC. GTA 5 took like 2 years before it came out on PC. So GTA...
I feel like GTA 6 will be PC compatible on day one.
I don't think so. I think they're going to keep it console, because that's literally how the trend has been going.
Yes, but like literally the biggest reason why GTA is even still alive is because of the PC port. That's the whole reason why.
I thought that was because of online.
Yes,
I thought GTA was online. It was
GTA online,
because of GTA
not
Online.
PC, but
online on PC. That's the whole reason.
I don't know. I don't think it's going to come out day one. I would love for it to come out day one on PC.
That'd be pretty sick.
I doubt it, which is the reason why I kept on saying on this podcast that I'm going to probably get an Xbox Series X specifically so I can start playing GTA 6 when it comes out, because I'm going to get that day one. I want it.
I want it too.
Yeah.
I want it bad too. So I've been hearing rumors that even on the PlayStation Pro, like the PlayStation 5 Pro, it's only going to be able to run at like 30 frames a second. Have you guys been hearing about that?
So most likely it probably is going to only run 30 FPS because I've seen how amazing it looks, and I don't believe that they're going to optimize it because they typically have some trouble optimizing. Like GTA 5 came out decently buggy. The only thing that came out decently well, I think, is Red Dead Redemption 2. Not on PC, but on console, I believe it came out.
Well, I know
decent.
It wasn't Cyberpunk.
Well, okay, that's a different company, but yeah.
I know. I'm just taking a jab at Cyberpunk's release.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk's release was dog shit.
Yeah. I hope it comes out good, but
So do
I don't think it's going to be able to run GTA 6 unless you play at like 1080p to maybe 1440p on medium settings, maybe.
I want them jiggle physics.
You might need, yeah, honestly. But you might just need to run this 1080p on like medium to low settings. I don't know how demanding it's going to be.
It's probably going to be crazy demanding.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that. Oh, so the GPU, the equivalent, I think is kind of geared around the AMD RX 7600, I believe. I know y'all probably don't know that, but just for people who do know, I think the count is kind of how it's going to be, a 7600 or 7600M, which is the mobile chip. Oh, also, fun fact. Sorry, I'm rambling a lot because I love this so fucking much. The entire Steam machine is created on, they call it semi-custom parts, but I think they said it's technically they use laptop parts. Like the RAM that's on it, the 16 gigs of RAM that comes on the Steam machine is SODIMM, which is the laptop RAM. So fun fact, this is basically a laptop that they turned into a cube.
Yep.
Yeah.
So could we say that this is GameCube 2.0?
The Gabe Cube.
So Axel, is your character the Gabe Cube?
Yes, it is the Gabe Cube.
So people have been calling it the Gabe Cube since it's literally a cube. And actually, I want to show y'all something funny.
Made by Gabe Newell.
Yeah, Lord Gaben. Also, this isn't even the best thing to come out. There's 2 other stuff that we haven't talked about yet that got released. But there's just so much to this. I fucking love it. Also, I believe because of this coming out, so it's going to run SteamOS, of course. That's what the Steam Deck uses.
No, I would have figured it would run Mac.
Yeah, so they did a bunch of course, updates to SteamOS to where now it's actually running officially on a PC, because originally it was only officially on a handheld specifically for the Steam Deck. But now they made it for a PC, which means I think if we use SteamOS now, it probably is going to be more compatible for more PC parts and stuff. So you can just use SteamOS. I'm not going to use it, but you can.
But you can.
You can. So I'm trying to send this one thing in Discord right now.
While you're doing that, like, I really love the whole talking point of this release, the shadow drop that they did, and then how everyone is like, damn, they really just said it's a computer, use how you like it. It's like, that's crazy. That's a crazy concept. A company just saying like, hey, this is our product, you can buy it and it's yours.
Yeah. So that's part of the reason why people think it might be more expensive than one would think, because they're not going to be selling this at a loss like Sony or Microsoft. Because, spoiler alert, the PS5 and the Xbox are not supposed to be as cheap as they are. The PS5 being, $400, the Xbox Series X being $500 or something.
Yep.
That's at a significant loss. So
for
when
the
people
amount
are
of power,
consoles are cheaper than PC, only if they love losing money. And I don't think you can buy a PS5 or an Xbox for $400 or $500. It's like way higher than that right now. Like higher than MSRP. So yeah, they're probably going to sell this PC to make a profit on the hardware, not necessarily the software.
Because the software, they already make a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
They already make enough money with that. Like, they just want to make a product that's like, of course they make money, but not like too much money, because it's like, they still want to make it affordable. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. It's like,
that's why they went with 8 gigs of VRAM.
Yeah. It's like they know it has to be cheap enough where it won't be too expensive for other players, but then you still need to make enough money so it's not a loss. So it's like, it's the best of both worlds, trying to be good for the customer and then good for him. It was actually funny. I was looking up on this whole thing about the Steam because I was actually really interested on everything that they're selling. Because no joke, I literally might buy all of it. All the new things that are coming out. Because they look so good and it's actually like interesting. But
do we want to go into the other products now?
Well, not yet. I just want to lay one more fact about the Steam machine. Apparently, because I was watching a video, an interview about people who like got early access to this shit, like at Valhalla headquarters and whatnot, and doing interviews and whatnot. Apparently, the Steam machine, when they were first making the design, they designed the cube. The reason why it looks like a cube is because they designed it around the fan, the cooling system.
Yeah.
So that's why
if you take it apart, it's just a hunk of metal.
Yeah, it's literally a hunk of metal with just a giant ass fan in the center. And they were talking about like they designed the fan first and then the cube around the fan. Yeah. It was really cool.
I also got to preface this. So like I said, 8 gigs of VRAM, the CPU is already really good. And this is a newer architecture than, of course, the previous consoles like the PS5 or Xbox. And it's producing about the same amount of heat, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important because if the TDP is around the same as the consoles while having a newer generation hardware that's supposed to be technically more efficient, means that this hardware could actually be powerful.
Yeah.
In a sense. In a sense. I mean, of course, we know what last year's hardware does, but yeah, technically this hardware is supposed to be more efficient than the PS5 or Xbox. And the fact that it's outputting the same amount of heat means that they're like overclocking the shit, or like they're really pushing it to the max with the hardware that you do get.
They're basically, I know Steam is like, they're saying it's not a home console or anything. They've been saying that it's like, hey guys, it's not a console, but like the way it's designed and it looks like how it's going to be used, it's going to be used like a console for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, SteamOS is supposed to give you the most console-like experience for your PC.
Yeah. And that's why like most big companies are probably shitting in their pants right now, because now you have a console that plays Steam games, and Steam is literally the biggest library of video games ever. Like literally ever.
No other company has a bigger library than Steam.
Even Xbox with their fucking whatchamacallit
Game Pass
Plus. Game Pass doesn't even come close.
Dude, I think Game Pass only has like 1,000 games, which is like not even like a
yeah.
What's the total game count? What's the total game count? Do you know?
For like Steam, it has to be tens of thousands of games to possibly hundreds of thousands. It's a PC game. People can just randomly make games. But yeah, no, both of the consoles, including Nintendo, like actually all 3 console people combined, do not have the amount of games that Steam has.
Yeah, as of September 2025, the Steam platform hosts a total of 13,000 games added in this year alone, bringing the cumulative total of over 200,000 games in its catalog.
And I looked up Game Pass right quick. Game Pass only has little over 400.
Okay, dude, not even close. Not even
fucking close. You have to remember, it's still fucking PC, so you can literally just pirate every game that they have.
Yes, but also take this with a giant fucking grain of salt, because having over 200,000 games does not mean there's 200,000 good games.
Yeah, no. There's a shit ton of slop in there, which is another topic entirely on Steam and how do they moderate their games, because there's a shit ton of slop there. But the fact that you can play the slop now in your comfort of your living room now is amazing.
Yeah, or the fact that you don't have to pay for the slop, you can just pirate the slop.
The fact that I can play that from my couch without my pants on is great.
Actually, man, okay, that's not the segue I wanted, but we can actually talk about that segue now. You can actually do that with the new Steam frame. You don't even need your couch. You can do it in public now. Just
well,
I don't know about in public, but
no, you can on an airplane and stuff.
Yeah. Are you kink shaming?
Actually, before we get into the Steam frame, I actually want to talk about the controller real quick. It's probably be not that long we talk about the controller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so let's talk about the controller real quick because we have a lot more to talk about the Steam frame rather than the controller. So the new Steam controller is funny because every single Steam controller is called the Steam controller. So this is just a new Steam controller, which I actually might get this one. Because this new controller looks actually sick.
Can this controller be Bluetooth to PC like my computer?
So,
indeed.
So it has, so it's Bluetooth, I believe. But the main way you want to connect to it is there's this magnetic puck that attaches to your controller and also a dongle that, or I believe it's a dongle that goes to your PC. And it's a proprietary link, and it's like extremely fucking like fast latency.
It's a sick controller,
dude. I'm gonna get it.
It looks a little bulky, right?
If I don't get the Steam machine,
yeah.
No,
I was gonna say like the ergonomics look a little bulky. It looks a little weird for most people who aren't used or have ever used a Steam Deck before, because it's basically supposed to act like a trackpad keyboard kind of deal.
Yes. Yes. So, and the thumbsticks actually are next generation apparently, because you know how
No, I was about to say yeah. Most controllers don't.
Most controllers, they're just normal analog sticks. But recently, third-party controllers have been adding this thing called Hall Effect joysticks. Which is like magnetic. It's supposed to help with stick drift and is supposed to be more accurate. This one is technically different. It is using magnets, but it's called TMR. I don't know if that's what Hall effects are. I think it's slightly different. I could be wrong. Me when I spread misinformation.
We love doing that.
Liar. But it's all magnetic, and it's supposed to be like the best of everything. Responsiveness, long-term reliability. Like, it's just supposed to be, so much better.
So, I personally can't wait. I need a new fucking controller, and they're like, because I'm using this old ass fucking Nintendo third party ass having shitty
Nintendo. Fuck Nintendo.
Yeah, shitty ass fucking Nintendo controller. That I have for like, what is it, 7 years now? I really need a new controller. And
I was trying to find my controller because I have the 8-bit DOE controller. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I've showed it off before. I like that controller, but I'm going to replace it with the Steam controller.
We need new controllers.
Yeah.
How much do you think it's going to cost? I think this is going to cost a pretty penny.
No, I'm going to guess it's going to be $60.
No, I say $70 or $80 probably for this.
I hope not. I hope it's like 60 because that's how much you can get a normal console controller.
No, normal console. Have you seen the normal a PS5 Pro controller costs $90?
They're 90 now?
Yes.
Yeah, it's insane.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I'm looking this shit up.
Yeah, look it up. Like a PS5 Pro controller costs fucking $90, and it's just a regular place.
Yeah, and just the regular PlayStation 5 controller is like $75 to $80.
PlayStation. Okay, so the PlayStation DualSense controller, the one that looks like the PS5 but black, is $73 right now.
Look at the Pro version because this is technically the equivalent of a Pro version.
Not really, because any PS5 controller has a trackpad, and this Steam controller has trackpad. So
I'll be honest with you. The entire time I've had my PlayStation, I never once used the trackpad.
Oh yeah, no, it's a gimmick, but it technically has a trackpad.
See, now this is not as much of a gimmick because I believe the Steam machine, every Steam machine comes with a Steam controller, I believe.
It should.
It should. And because we were talking about it has trackpads, it's essentially supposed to act like a laptop for the most part.
Oh, I missed a thing. the fucking fucking I can't. My brain is fried. The Joy-Cons or whatever, the fucking analog sticks. They are capacitive. Basically, everything on this controller is capacitive. Like the buttons, the analog sticks, whatever, everything's capacitive, which at first might sound bad, but apparently that like really ups the fucking
lifespan.
No, not the lifespan, but just the versatility and the amount of stuff you can do with it. They demoed off playing Balatro about how you could technically, use the thumbsticks for it or whatever. It was demoing the gyro of like, if your thumbs are on the sticks themselves, then the gyro will work normally. The moment you let go or whatever is when it doesn't matter which direction you have it. And then like let's say you have a horizontal, right? Thumbsticks, gyro's working. Let go. Now you want it up. Put your thumbs back down. And then now it works in that sphere. It's kind of hard to talk about. I'll put in the chat in here from Digital Foundry, because I watched their like nearly 2 hour, 2 episodes, an hour each, like podcasts about the Steam machine and the controller and all that shit. So they talk in detail about it, and it seemed really cool. The bottom buttons, like on the back, are capacitive. And totally remappable. Everything about this is customizable, remappable.
Yeah, that's the cool part. Yeah.
Okay, now that I'm talking about the capacitive stuff, yeah, it's probably gonna be expensive, but it's gonna be worth it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like this controller is probably gonna be on the more expensive side, but
more premium.
Guarantee it's definitely a premium product, and it shows. Like so far, all Steam controllers so far have always been really good, and now this is the next generation, probably the best one so far. Literally,
I heard the last Steam controller was not good. I heard the last one wasn't good.
I heard it was it's a niche. People either absolutely love it or they fucking hate it. So I'm
smelling what you're stepping in.
I might go buy one just to try it out, and then get this new Steam controller, and just to see the differences, and just fucking have a piece of history, because they're never gonna make the old Steam controllers ever again.
No, fuck no, they're not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the new controller. It comes with every Steam Deck. It's very cool, very cool. But this is the piece I'm very interested in. Steam released the Index 2.
So no, this is actually more like an Index Lite.
Yes.
Or Index Go.
I mean,
because
yeah.
Yeah. So what actually means the Steam Frame.
Steam Frame.
Yeah. So it's actually a small VR headset that's more similar to the MetaQuest 2 that I have, or the MetaQuest 3, actually, more recent years. It's a standalone unit, so you can technically game off the headset itself.
Yes.
But I think first and foremost, it is meant to be streamed from a PC onto your headset to play VR games.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. And it looks fucking amazing.
It does.
Like, it doesn't have the best of everything, but it has the best technology in it.
Yes.
Do y'all know the types of VR specs in the VR world, like what a headset should have and the new technologies and stuff?
Nope. I know nothing.
Okay. So just to go over it a little bit. So, in my opinion, the coolest feature that the Steam Frame has is it's a new VR technology. There's eye tracking, and it's not just to so the VR headset knows where your eye is to show you content or whatever. It's more of they track your eye, so they know. I forgot the name of the technology, but essentially, so John, you're a medical guy, so you probably know about this more than I do. But from my understanding, the human vision, we only really have high resolution, quote unquote high resolution, in a very small part of our vision. Most of it is just blurry, and our brain just kind of fills it in.
I think the percentage is 23 to 33%.
Okay, so that's basically what eye tracking is, because what they're doing is they know where you're looking on the screen, and they only render full resolution that small part that our eye is seeing. And
that's cool. That's actually really cool.
Yeah. So like it'll only be a small circle. You can go online right now because it's been around. The PSVR 2 has it.
Does it?
And yeah. Actually, the PlayStation, the PSVR, the second generation headset that they made is actually cutting edge. Not anymore now that the Steam frame is out, but when it was released a bit ago, it was quite literally one of the best headsets that you can get. Because it had the eye tracking. Linus Tech Tips did a video, and you can actually see, it's very hard, even on video, you can see where Linus is looking and what part is actually rendered in full resolution versus everything else is like blurrier. It's really fucking cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. No, but here's not the craziest part about it. Valve is Valve. They got to go above and beyond. They created this new fucking technology. I don't think any other VR headset has this, but so of course it does the eye tracking, so it knows where you're looking, so it only renders what you need. But most importantly, because this isn't plugged in, this is a wireless headset, it also does it with your bit rate.
Really?
Yeah, it's called, shit, I should probably bring it up. I'm just spewing misinformation. I forgot the name of it. But essentially, it works the same way. It only streams full resolution, the areas that you're looking at, and then it kind of like softens the bit rate for the pictures on the outside screen or whatever. Like, it's so fucking cool. Oh, I love it so much. It's going to be expensive, but I love it so much.
It's going to be really expensive.
Yeah. It's going to be worth it though. Yeah. And so
are you guys going to get the VR headset?
See, I already have a VR headset. No one fucking has it, so I haven't been able to use it.
This is probably going to be my first VR headset I'm going to get 100%.
Yeah. Axel, this should actually be good for you. I think the total like actual specs, like the optics and everything about it is either on par or better than the Valve Index.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said Index too, because it's like it's literally the specs are nearly identical, and the fact that it doesn't come with any wiring or anything like that already makes it better. Like that alone makes it infinitely better. Like now. I was going to talk about a little bit about VTubing and the models people use for trackings and whatnot. No, I'm not an expert at all. Sorry, yeah?
Here's the disappointing part, though, with the whole eye tracking thing is that now they're going to be able to see where my eyes are looking all the time.
Yep. So game developers are going to be able to like add in
I'm all for those jiggle physics, man.
Yeah.
That's why you always need it. No, you should have gotten an eye tracker from the beginning, so then when you play your game, you can see literally where you're looking at.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh, and shit, what was I going to say? Oh, this should definitely, and Axel, for you, by the way, huge benefit. I think this is going to make VR gaming on Linux like first-class citizens now.
Yeah, no, 100%. Like, because Valve was very adamant on letting developers know, hey, kits are going to come out soon. Please let us know if you want to. Literally. They were like, hey, guys, shoot us a DM if you want a kit to start testing and whatnot. So it's like, Valve was like really pushing that. But back to the VTubing real quick. So VTubing, one of the main things of tracking is face tracking and whatnot. With the Index, they were talking about a lot of third party. They have a lot of slots for third party adapters and whatnot. And because like the eye tracking is already there, right? The next part is mainly face tracking and whatnot, and mouth movement tracking for any extra stuff. Yeah, and this being the newest form of VR, it is going to be interesting to see what people think. I'm going to ask a couple friends about this who know a lot more about me because I haven't. Because literally, was it yesterday or this morning that this was announced or whatever? How many days?
Like 2 days?
2 days ago? Yeah, I haven't had time to sit down and talk with people about this.
Yeah.
So I need to talk more about it, but I know that this is definitely going to be like one of the top things for tracking eventually, because a lot of people already use the Index, that I know. And then
I'm sending y'all the link to it.
Yeah, and the fact that this is basically an Index, but like just literally 2 AA batteries with finger tracking and everything. It's kind of nuts.
Yeah. So I sent y'all the link to the Steam Frame or the site on Steam. So it's called Foveated Streaming. And yeah, if you look the little GIF that they have like a little demo of like moving, like it's probably someone's looking around this like blocky screen or whatever, and you can you can see the pixels getting higher resolution the closer it is to the center of the viewing thing, and everything else is more blocky.
Yeah, it's really sick.
This shit's insane. Also, it's 4K 2160 by 2160 resolution in each eye. You have basically a 4K screen in each eye.
I don't know, man. It looks just like the Apple Vision Pro.
Oh, this is way smaller. This is way smaller than that.
I know. I'm just trying to trigger you. I can hear your blood pressure rising.
Oh yeah, no.
Now the next thing I need to do,
way better.
The next thing I need to do is get wireless headphones, even though they suck. Actually, no, there are probably some good wireless headphones. Is there?
I've had the same headphones since 2018. So
why wireless? Why not just plug them into the device?
You can plug it into the device.
That's what I do with the.
Oh, okay.
That's what you can do with even the Meta Quest 2 that I have.
The reason why I say wireless is so that's just ease of use, so you don't have any wires attached.
You would want it. You would want the audio to come from the headset, so it syncs the video and audio. You wouldn't want them separate.
Okay.
Yeah, but
still,
what was I gonna say?
It's gonna be sick.
Okay. So here's the thing that I love most, and I know people are like, "Oh, any other company, like, ooh, boo, this is bad, like all their shit bad." But Valve, on the other hand, they come out with something, we're all sucking their dick.
Yeah, 100%. Well, because 99% of the time, it's fucking good. That's why.
Yeah. Well, and they didn't release this unless they knew it was ready.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the biggest thing about this, just remember, for one, Valve is a private company. They're not public. So they don't give a shit about stock stuff, or at least public stock.
Do they have a board, or do they?
I don't know, actually. I know it's probably just Gabe Newell. I think he's just the dude.
It's just Gabe.
He's just a co-founder and CEO or whatever. But yeah, it's a private company, so they only got to make themselves happy, realistically.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that, just like, I'm trying to emphasize this because it is insane the amount of work that Valve puts into their shit. This company is like less than 300 people, I believe, and they beat out a multi-billion-dollar, actually probably, I don't know how much Meta, like Facebook, they laid off like a team of their VR staff that is like 3 times the amount of the entirety of Valve. Yeah. And they have more of a failed VR headset than what Valve can do.
I think they spent, like, money-wise, they spent on their VR stuff was around $14 billion, I think, or something like that.
Yes.
Me spreading misinformation.
Yeah, Axel spreading misinformation. But the fact that Valve, which, by the way, even if they only have 300 people working at Valve, which is already really small for a, like, multi-billion-dollar company, for at least what they do, and the fact that not even all of them are going to be working on the frame, the Steam frame. Like, let's say a third of the company is working on each thing. The Steam machine, the controller. So that means about 100 people are working on the Steam frame. 100 people beat out thousands, tens of thousands probably.
It's literally called passion. And like, see, that's what we're talking about. That's the biggest upside and downside to Valve, is because they're private and because they can literally do whatever they want. Their quality products will come. When is it going to come out? 20 years maybe, but it's going to come out and it's going to be insane.
But when it comes out, just know it's going to be good.
It's going to be insane. Yeah. Like, I'll keep always saying this. Valve just has TF2 on life support at the moment. They, I'm not sure if you know anything of the recent news on TF2 or anything, but currently they're actually working on MVM, which is their co-op man versus machine. I'm not sure if Ivan, you've ever played it.
Yeah, I've played plenty of MVM, yeah.
Yeah, so actually planning on doing an MVM update. They're actually doing something with it. Like,
now they have time that this hardware is coming out.
Yeah, I mean, well, they haven't updated TF2 and a major update hasn't happened in about 10 years, 7 years. Yeah, it's been a long fucking time, but that's just Valve. Literally, because Valve can do literally whatever they want, they're not forced to update games or like do something that they don't want to do, right? Spend precious time making a brand new ass controller, the fucking GameCube, and fucking the latest VR headset that literally blows everything out of the water is insane. Yeah. Also, I love it how the Joy-Cons for the what's it called again? I'm gonna keep calling
the Steam Frame.
Steam Frame. I gotta remember that. The Steam Frame, because the Index. See, okay, the Steam Frame. That's a shit name. I'll give Valve that. It's a garbage name. Like Index, the Valve Index. That stands out. That sounds like
that sounds premium.
That sounds premium. The Steam Frame. That kind of lame.
Yeah, the Steam Frame kind of sounds like it's trying to bandwagon off the Meta Frame glasses.
Yeah,
that's just a marketing ploy.
No,
yeah,
well, I know,
feel like they could have made a better
name
confused or something.
When they hear Steam Frame, they're gonna think of Facebook's, like, you know, their smart glasses.
I feel like they could have done a better
I didn't know
name.
Steam made smart glasses, and then they look at it and they're like, oh, it's just VR. Still cool, but not glasses.
No, yeah, but I love it that the Joy-Cons for the Steam Frame are just 2 AA batteries, one for each. I love that. Classic just instead of like a lithium battery or whatever that's already pre-plugged into the thing, you just a AA battery.
Yeah. And I believe they said it can last like 40 hours.
Yeah, 40 hours on AA battery. And the best part, you can just put a rechargeable AA battery in there, and there you go. There's your rechargeable battery.
Yeah, or just put in a fucking lithium ion, boom, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. There's your lithium. Or the lithium you crave so much. But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah. I'm saving up money for this basically. And that's what I was gonna say. Like, if I wanted to ever dual boot, like for streaming or whatever, I could do it with the fucking Steam Cube or whatever. Use
what do you mean?
Not dual boot. Sorry, have a second, like a PC, stream PC for minor things. Like yes and no.
You can do that, but also realize you can do it for like $50.
Yeah.
So like $600-700 versus $50 for.
Well, you also have to remember, like, it's a console and whatnot, and you're not going to be here forever. I want my own, you know.
Yes,
it's not just about you, Ivan.
I'll take my Steam machine with me.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine.
I'm letting that go.
Yeah, see, like, and that's another benefit of buying a Steam machine is that you get the controller as well, so you don't have to spend fucking another $90 just getting the controller. Oh, we also forgot one of the most important things. Because it's made by Steam and everything, you can add what was it? Not a SIM card. Is it called a SIM card?
No, it's a micro SD card.
Yeah, micro SD. So you can use a micro SD card to put that on your Steam frame and take that card and put it into your whatchamacallit, your GameCube, and just instantly share games between that faster than
also
trying
the
to download.
Steam Deck.
And the Steam Deck. You can do it on all 3 consoles, and they're all compatible. So you can just take the chip out, put it into your new thing, literally have all your games there, ready to go.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So while we're still nerding out, sorry about this. Another technical thing from Ivan. The Steam frame is actually so fucking like impressive, not just because, you know, it's a nice, sleek, fucking cool technology VR headset, but the thing that it runs on. So it runs on, it's basically hold on, let me double check. Do they say that on their website?
Yeah.
Probably not.
The SteamOS 3?
No, not SteamOS, their chip. Here we go. So it's a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3.
Yep.
Which is basically, it's a phone, that's a phone CPU that has been in, not this phone because this is a Google, but basically a phone like this, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, like the highest end like Samsung phone 2 or 3 years ago ran this, I think, ran that chip. So it's already a pretty good CPU already. But the biggest thing, which I find insane, is that they spent a lot of time because a Snapdragon is an ARM-based CPU, PCs nowadays, like on our computers, what we're recording right now, everything that you basically own except your phone is x86. Everything runs on x86. Mobile stuff runs on ARM, and that's what our phones run, iPads, whatever the fuck. Even the latest Apple stuff, the M1 chips or the M3, M4s, those are ARM-based chips. They don't run x86. So they ported all of SteamOS to run on ARM, by the way. That's not even the present part. So now we have SteamOS that can run on ARM. But on top of that, they created a new compatibility layer that runs Windows games, so x86 stuff or Windows stuff, translates it to Linux, but also translates it to ARM CPUs. And they say it's only like a 10 to maybe 20% CPU downgrade because of it. But fun fact, games don't run on CPUs. They run on GPUs. So virtually no performance hit. Emulating Windows game on an ARM-based through Linux.
So that means that you can do... never mind. I'm lost.
No. Well, I mean, no, go for it. I can...
Well,
I'll
does that mean you can get around kernel-based cheating, anti-cheat stuff, so you can play COD and stuff like that on the Linux-based platform?
No. The kernel stuff, they can clearly see that your kernel's not the Windows kernel. It's a Linux thing, so they're like, okay, no, you're just booted. So it's not a way to get around it.
Sorry, stupid question.
No, you're good. No, because when you run Windows games on Linux, you run it through Wine, which technically emulates Windows, which it doesn't. It just translates the Windows code into Linux, kind of. But yeah, no, I just find it insane. You go from Windows to Linux to ARM. Like, that's 3 steps. Or technically 2, but still, like, dude, Valve, they have the craziest fucking software developers there. Absolutely insane. I don't think I'll ever have the skill set needed to work at Valve.
No, I feel like you need
actually have to be insane.
No, you just be passionate. That's literally it.
Passionate and good.
No, it's just passionate. Literally, like, I remember like stories from people who were like not invited, but who applied to Valve and started working for Valve. They were literally just passionate. Like, one of them was literally a passionate TF2 guy who was like, he absolutely loved the shit out of TF2 and was doing stuff for TF2. And Valve saw his effort and like, hey, shit, you want to work at Valve? And it was like, fuck yeah. Literally just because he's just like doing stuff. That was literally it. They really value your passion. If you have the passion for it, they fucking want that. Because that's how Valve works. But that's all. Once again, that's the downside of Valve. If you don't have that drive and that passion to literally want to do whatever it takes to make it the best thing possible, then you, of course, you can't join them. But like, if you do, fuck yeah, they want you. That's cool.
Yeah, Valve is insane.
Yeah.
I love all the work that they do.
I'm just excited for this. I'm just happy that they're trying to push stuff further on, and now big companies are shitting their pants because literally the biggest gaming platform literally ever just released a console, or quote unquote a console, and that now you can literally play your games anywhere. And with the, like you said,
a decent frame rate and FPS or frame rate and quality.
And the my God, I keep forgetting the name. The Steam Frame. And with the whole Steam Frame of it, once again pushing further when it comes to VR tech and whatnot, and it being affordable and being able to literally just run Steam on the fucking thing, so you literally can play all your games on the damn thing. Like, that's cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
It's awesome. They're truly becoming the Apple of this world, of the gaming world.
Dude, like we keep saying this.
The better Apple. They have great ecosystem, but all their stuff is open source.
Yeah.
Well, most of their stuff is open source.
They don't hide for the most part. But we keep saying this, but it is going to be a very dark day when Game Pass is eventually. It is going to be a very dark day. Holy.
Yeah. I'm sure he has things set in
he has a contingency
place
plan.
Yeah. There's no way he doesn't like he secretly knows how to transfer your consciousness to a machine, and he's just going to live forever that way.
Yeah.
He will become the Steam OS.
That's why they're improving it so much.
Yeah, he's improving the VR and everything. He's actually trying to transfer his consciousness.
That's funny.
But yeah, John, so do you have any interest in any of these? Or are you interested in buying shilling millions of dollars to Steam?
No. So here's the kicker. The only thing that is beneficial out of any of this is my dad, actually. My dad wasn't too thrilled about the Steam Deck. But now that I can throw this towards him, he'd be a little bit more open to this one, I think.
You know what? This would actually, he is literally the target demographic of the Steam machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Literally. They just want something that out of the box can game, and it has an extensive library. Okay, there you go.
Wait,
First,
do we, what was the storage on the Steam Frame?
That's a good question. I think, so this headset, so base storage is 256 gigs, and it goes up to a terabyte.
Wow. Okay.
But of course it's expandable through micro SD card.
Yeah, I was
which
about
I'm
to
guessing
say,
you can probably do a terabyte or two of micro SD card.
I was about to say a terabyte in this day and age is not really a lot. I'll be real.
But hold on, it's a terabyte for VR games. VR games have to be really small. They literally have to be. Like,
but anyways,
know,
it's cool. It's good.
Yes, it's good. It's a great day. It will be a great 2026 when all this stuff is released. And most likely
early 2026
here.
So
yeah, most likely your co-hosts here are gonna get said things, and we can do like a little review.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Sorry, it took me this long to get on the PC. I'm not gonna get the Steam Cube. It's not. There's no purpose for me to get one.
It runs Arch, by the way.
Maybe maybe the controller.
If you want a
maybe
home console.
I don't want a home console. I very much enjoy sitting at my desk playing video games alone.
Alone.
I'm saying maybe you might want to get the controller, but if you already have a controller, probably
I'm 100%. No, I'm 100% going to get the controller.
Controller's
just so that
really
I can
good.
play games like Red Dead Redemption. Also, when I tried to segue to Cyberpunk onto the PC, I don't like it on the mouse and keyboard as much as I did on the controller.
Yeah.
But that's probably because I had close to 350 hours in Cyberpunk on that PlayStation 5. So it could be just having to rewire my brain, but I don't really want to put that much effort into it. So
I understand that 100%. Like, the only reason why I use my controller still is because I sometimes play Dark Souls 3, and you can technically play on mouse and keyboard, but it feels fucking weird.
No, fuck that. I would never play a Dark Souls game on a mouse and keyboard. I have to play it on a controller.
Yeah. Well, it's like Rocket League on a mouse and keyboard. No, that's just blasphemy. Like,
you can technically
use a controller.
do it.
Really?
Yeah, you can play Rocket League with a mouse and keyboard. There's some professional players that do it, but there's like
I didn't know it was a form of blasphemy, though.
Yes, it is the 11th commandment. God said, do not play Rocket League without a controller.
That's funny. No, I had my little stint of playing Rocket League. Couldn't get into it.
Oh, I still love it, but I need a better controller. The 8-bit dough is kind of too small for me, so this is for people who haven't seen it. First of all, you can look it up online. You have a phone, most likely. But the Steam controller is more of the layout of a PS5 or PS4 controller instead of an Xbox, which I fucking love because the Xbox controller is trash. I don't know why people say it's good. PS4
I do like the
controller's
PlayStation
peak.
controller.
No,
I do like the PlayStation controller.
Yeah, PS5 try going towards more of a Xbox layout, and not layout, but like size and stuff, which I don't like. PS4 is peak controller.
I feel like the PS4 Pro controller is literally one of the best controllers ever made.
Yeah, agreed.
So
I do like the haptics that are in the PlayStation 5 though. Like the trigger response, the trigger response and the way that there's resistance and everything. I do like that.
Yeah, I don't think these will have those kind of triggers, but I think they did say that the rumbles, like the motors in this thing, is fucking, they're huge. If you actually look at the inside of the controller, those things are huge.
Oh yeah,
nice.
They also said that this is one more dub before we head off today. But they said for the Steam controller that it is entirely accessible with a screwdriver. Like it's
That's
like
amazing.
Self-repair.
That's awesome.
Self-repair is very much doable with the Steam controller. So if you needed to like replace the battery or something, the lithium-ion battery died or something, you need to replace it. Guess what? They promised that you could do it yourself.
Yep. Oh, also, oh no, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say what's funny enough about that is that Taylor and Jimmy, the people who I'm living with right now, they are currently going through a phase of playing Fortnite together, and they sit down, play split screen. Didn't know you could play Fortnite split screen. Didn't know you could do that. So the one controller, the X button is sticky a little bit. They have two kids under the age of 10, so but they have one controller that has a real sticky X button that's triggering the pop-up menu when you hit the PlayStation button. So every time they go to jump, it triggers the pop-up menu. So one of the controllers can't jump and the other controller can, so they switch back and forth every once in a while.
That's funny.
That's
but
hilarious.
they can't fix it. They can't fix it. They have to completely replace it because of that stupid bullshit with PlayStation. You can't fix the controllers.
Imagine not being able to fix your controllers.
I mean, I think you might be able to. Like, someone like me can probably fix it up, but...
Yeah, but you're not normal, Ivan. I hate to be
this
the
is
bearer of
true.
bad news.
I fixed mice before. Reed came to me with one of his G502s breaking, and we had to like solder a new like switch and stuff to it, and it was cool. But yeah, technically I know how to fix these things.
I mean, it's just the fact that the Steam has the right to repair. Like they still have that in mind for players. Can't say that for most companies because they say, just send us in a new one. Just send the controller in and we'll definitely, quote unquote, repair it and definitely not throw it away and just give you a new one.
Mm-hmm.
No, not even that. They're just going to take it in and be like, actually, you damaged it in a way that voids the warranty.
So you're playing Dark Souls, weren't you?
Yeah, so you need to buy a new one.
Yeah, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's not just the Steam controller. Every single product of Valve, they work directly with the company iFixit, and they give them all the replacement parts, so you can buy and do all that stuff through like iFixit.
Yeah, which is crazy. It's crazy. That's insane. Couldn't be me, multi-billion-dollar company. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But yeah,
that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I don't follow the tech world. So that all of this information's new, except for the fact that they were dropping something. But in segue of my dad, I got those comic books finally. I don't know if you heard about this, Axel. A bit of a segue before we end off this episode.
Mm-hmm.
I know I mentioned it previously, or I might have mentioned it previously in a prior episode. But so my dad was the one that got me into collecting comic books, and I know I've gone on and said that he was the main reason why I've gotten into a lot of my nerdery. Well, he and I have been kind of collectively looking for a number of comic books over the last couple of years. One of which is a Spawn 300. I've been looking for an alternative cover of the Sword of Azrael and a couple other comic books and stuff. Whenever I see a signature with Joe Quesada on it, I'll try to snag it as much as I can. But there's been one comic book that we've been looking for a long time that I finally found and bought. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Gen 13. Ivan, you were there when I got the comic. Yep. But Axel, have you ever heard of Gen 13 before?
No.
So Gen 13 is a comic arc through Image Comics. It's not DC or Marvel. It's its own independent company called Image. And they have a whole line of different comic books for a long time. Well, the artist is really good, and I really like the artist. And my dad really likes the artist and has actually modeled a lot of his artistry and drawings after the similar things. But they do all of these kind of like lesser known comic arcs, and comic companies do these cool like comic cover alternative cover like sweepstakes and collection processes that you can do. Like you can collect a certain number of these and send them in, and they'll send you a return comic book art or a cover that's unique to being able to collect a certain number of these, so on and so forth. Each comic book that's in that particular series, so it's a 13-book series, each individual comic book has its original release cover art and an alternate cover art and a puzzle piece art. So the main comic book art, it's pretty much what you would expect. It's just the main cover, pretty much what you would see whenever you would find any type of Gen 13 comic. The puzzle piece cover, all 12 books, I should say, all 12 of the 13 books make a giant puzzle, and the 13th book is the puzzle cover. I have 2 of the puzzle covers. One of them is signed by the artist.
Nice.
And then the alternative covers are the same books. They're just an alt cover based on something kind of in pop culture at the time. And they did all 13 books. I bought a collection of all 13 alternative covers in a box set at this comic book store. I was
with them.
I was shaking because there's two or three comic books in this box set that are really hard to find. One of them is a kind of rendition of Pulp Fiction. Actually, I have them right here. Hold on. I'll show you. 2 seconds.
One eternity later. Yeah, no, it was kind of cool, and I'm sure he said this. It's kind of crazy that he's been spending a very long time of him searching for this, and the moment he came down to our area, he found it at a comic book store. So
yep, that's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So this is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. This is the puzzle piece cover. It's got the signature up at the top. So this is the puzzle piece cover that you get. You can't technically get this cover unless you are a dealer of comic books and you have a license to be able to sell comic books at a shop, or you collect all 12 of those puzzle pieces.
Wow.
And this one's signed by the artist.
That's awesome.
This one is the artistry cover. It's just a blank white cover with one of the characters in the top right corner. Not so rare, but kind of a rare one. Here is the Pulp Fiction one.
Yeah, I like that one.
So it's a print of the Pulp Fiction cover of Gen 13. It's got all the different characters on the front, and it looks like one of those old VCR tapes covers. So this one's super rare. Hard to find.
Pulp Fiction, good movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
This is another one. This is the He-Man one. Supposed to be a representation of He-Man, but also not the 18 plus comics, by the way. But here's another one. Gen 13, supposed to be off of He-Man. And then they did a pinup Barbie one for Gen 13. Here's a pinup Barbie one. So you can see all the different clothes and different outfits and stuff. Supposed to be a model of the Barbies that were big in the 90s and the early 2000s, mostly in the 90s. They did a Brady Bunch one. This one's super hard to find, but they did a Brady Bunch one. Also, another super hard one is the Victoria's Secret one.
Wow.
Really hard one to find.
Yeah.
And then they just have and then this one is based off of Toy Story. Kind of, there's supposed to be toys in this one. Gen 13 toy one. A cool one. This next one I'm doing is the one that got me to buy the collection. This is the one I've been looking for a while. And the one that had me shaking when I saw it. This one's the rarest out of the collection. So in the early 90s, Janet Jackson posed on the cover of the Rolling Stones. It was one of the most popular covers that Rolling Stone has ever produced. It's also one of the most provocative and what's the word? Controversial covers that they've ever done.
I can believe it.
And this is that cover that they did. This comic book in particular is the one that I was looking for. I've been looking for this comic book for 15 years. And this is the first one I have ever seen in person.
Yeah. And all it took was coming down here.
Honestly. And then here's this, and then this one's supposed to be based off of the Spider-Man comics. And then they did a what's his name? It's a famous print artist. What's his name? I can't remember his name, but this one's a huge, relatively famous artist that did that particular style. Here's just this one is just a generic cover. This one was in the box set because it was stuffed in there as an extra because there was 14 comics in here. And then they did a Lil Gen 13 where all of them are children.
Like the Rugrats.
Kind of like Rugrats. And then they did another comic book that was just thrown in there, just generic. I think this one was supposed to be based off the Fantastic Four. So yeah, these are every single alternative cover in this particular comic, and I found the entire box set all in one spot, and I paid a good chunk of change for them. So...
It'd be very funny if you just drop all of them and like spill
Shut
stuff.
the fuck up. Shut up.
Random pot of boiling oil right next to you for some reason.
Yeah, oh no.
So, but all of those comic books, if they get graded above like a 7, the whole collection you could probably sell for close to 10 grand.
Nice.
It's a car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Or more. The Janet Jackson one specifically, I've seen sold for 6 before. So
that's wild.
Mm-hmm. It's a rare comic. I've not seen them ever, so I've never seen one in person. That's how rare they are. Gen 13 comics are rare in the first place. You don't find them anywhere, anyways, because they're such a niche and they're such a small comic. You never see them anywhere. So I was pretty pumped when I found those. I immediately called my dad. Dad, I found it. Did you get it? No. Because I ended up having to go back to get them because we weren't sure if we wanted to get them, if they were in that good of condition, that kind of stuff. So, but yeah. But that's everything I got. Other than the
I just have something quick to say. Fun fact. So I just quick Google search. I think if they're worth like 6K for like that one comic or whatever.
Last time I looked it up.
Yeah, then quite literally.
It's been a while since I've looked it up.
But if that's the case, that is quite literally just like that thing is worth more than gold by weight. Fun fact. It's actually worth more
than
cool. Gold. Yeah. That's insane.
That's insane. Super rare comic books. Super rare comic books. So now all I have to try to find is Spawn 300, and those are just as hard to find too. If not even more. So. Because the guy that I asked, because with these comics, you just go in and you ask, like, hey, instead of flipping through all the comic books, wasting 2 hours of your time, everything's cataloged. So you just go up to the guy, hey, I'm looking for a Janet Jackson alt cover Gen 13. And then he's like, funny enough, I have the whole collection. Oh, shit. And then I asked him about the Spawn 300, and he just looked at me like I was stupid. And I'm like, all right, you obviously don't know what I'm talking about, so whatever. And you call yourself a comic book fan. No.
Crazy.
Anyway, but yeah, that's all I got outside of the Steam stuff and the comic books. That's all I got.
That's all I had.
Yeah, we do have some, talk about. We do have some breaking news that Ubisoft is dying, but that is for next week.
Yep. If they're still around.
Yeah. If they're still around, we'll see.
Cool. All right. Well, with that, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you all for tuning in for this week. You can go ahead and check out all of our info in the description. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment down there. And if you're feeling even special or frisky or artistic, go ahead and even subscribe. Other than that, do you guys have any other dumb shit you guys want to add for this last bit?
Buy the Steam Machine, Steam Frame, and Steam Controller.
All hail Lord Gaben. Oh, hail Lord David.
All right. With that, we'll see you guys next episode.
See ya.